New construction of a behavioral health hospital will be located at 1706 South 68th Street and adjacent commercial parking lot at 1700 South 68th. And item 63 is the application.
Move for approval?
Second. It's been moved by Alderman Barzak for approval, seconded by Alderperson Vitale. Any discussion?
Mr. Chair, there were some amendments that were suggested by UHS, some of those at my request. And so every council member should have gotten a form from Alderman Lysick that highlights those changes. It tightens up the language to reflect what was in the presentation tonight on 5. Yes, that's the one. So if you look at the actual resolution as it's pending right now, there'll be a few changes to the whereas clauses that are reflected on that form. Of course, those are just whereas clauses, so they're not necessarily a binding topic. The only binding one would be the addition to number 14. If you look at the very bottom, it'll just simply say that the pagers and intercoms are not to be used outside except to notify staff of patient care, safety, or security codes. That was the addition that is suggested. And then the other substantive change was a change to 5A. So where it used to say the use will not house nor operate a psychiatric crisis emergency center, that will be replaced with more specific language, including the facility will be used for behavioral health sciences, including acute inpatient services, outpatient services such as partial hospitalization and intensive outpatient programs, and residential treatment options, and shall be accredited and certified by the Joint Commission and/or the Commission on Accreditation of Rehabilitation Facilities or such other similarly recognized national accreditation or certifying agencies, and maintain all necessary licenses from the state of Wisconsin. The facility will not house nor operate a psychiatric crisis emergency center. The facility will not be used for no other purpose. Excuse me. It will be used for no other purpose. So that was the change suggested as far as by UHS, and at my request, they presented that change to 5A. So with that, I would ask that if the council is going to be approving this, that someone move to amend it to reflect that language.
I move that the motion be amended as stated.
A second. Moved by Alderman Barzak and seconded by Alderman Vitale to amend the resolution as outlined in the letter dated Tuesday, July 16th, 2:12 p.m. Any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Alderman Stefanski.
what kind of repercussions do we have if they violate the special use permit?
The number 19 says that the person or entity granted the special use violates, allows, or suffers a violation of the ordinances or of this permit, then the special use may be terminated.
Can that be terminated immediately, or does it have to wait till the next license is up?
There would be a due process hearing in order to terminate the special use permit to make a factual finding in a quasi-judicial hearing as to whether the special use permit's terms or conditions were violated. And that'd be done by the council.
Okay.
Any further discussion or questions?
Mr. Chair,
Alderman Weigel.
I just wanted to make sure that we're getting this, none of these chapter 51. That verbiage there, the facility will not house nor operate a psychiatric crisis emergency center. That covers what we're concerned about.
Essentially, what is being conducted right now on Watertown Plank 95th, that area, which is where Chapter 51 emergency detentions are being received under, I believe it's Section 51.15. That facility and the use of that facility would not be transferable to this facility, based on the language under 5A, because that would be a psychiatric, crisis emergency center.
So we'll get none of those. And if they start showing up, then that's a violation of the special use.
Yes. That's how I understand the language of the document. That's how it's been presented. That's how the statutes read. So that's also what was stated by the applicants.
Any further questions or discussion? Not? All in favor of the amendment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All in favor of the resolution as amended to be approved, and item 63, the special use permit application to be placed on file. Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried, 5-0. Then we have item 48 and 49. These are resolutions authorizing the sale of the property to UHS and approving a sale, purchase and sale agreement between the CDA and UHS.
So moved, Mr. Chair.
And moved by Alderman Vitale.
Second.
Seconded by Alderperson Barzak. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. There is nothing else to come before the committee.
Special use?
Special use is being held
Okay.
until they determine a license.
I thought we
What
still
you're
could
gonna do.
approve it.
Yep. No further business to come before the committee. We are adjourned.
Second.